Samantala, mga plano at programang bibigyang prioridad ng Human Settlements Adjudication Commission ating pag-uusapan kasama ang bagong Executive Commissioner ng Human Settlements Adjudication Commission, Attorney Abilino Tolentino III. Attorney Tolentino, magandang tanghali po.
Magandang tanghali po, Sir Joshua and Director Cheryl.
Attorney, una po sa lahat ng nungkulan, ano po ang maaaring asahan ng inyong stakeholders sa mga pagbabago o improvement?
Una, maraming at mula noong December, gumawa tayo na hakbang para so that we're able to build on the gains of the agency at patuloy na maisulong yung ating mabilis, patas at dekalidad na desisyon dito sa ating Human Settlements Adjudication Commission. Ito pong usapin ng patas at dekalidad ng mga desisyon, medyo maganda po ang numero na ating dinatnan sa Human Settlements Adjudication Commission. Nakita po natin na around 90%, more than 90% of the decisions get affirmed by the Court of Appeals. No? So, ang ating po nakikita, merong for improvement. Pong bilis ng desisyon, ating pong nasimulan na po ang ating pag-uusap sa ating mahal na kalihim, Jose Ramon P. Aliling, na baka po pa pwede na ating madagdagan yung ating po adjudicators. No? Mas madami pong ating adjudicators, mas mabilis po nating mariresolbahan both ang pending at saka ang ating mga kasong paparating sa HSAC. Now, together with our team, nakita din namin na napaka-importante ng enforcement. Gaya po na naging usap natin sa ating mahal na kalihim, hindi po pwede na basta adjudication. Kailangan maramdaman po yung so dapat responsive ang government. So ang kanya pong request, dapat pagkatapos ng disposition ng adjudication, dire-diretso po ito sa enforcement. So yan po, atin na pong sinimulan ng ating mahakbang para po makapagdagdag po tayo ng sheriff at tayo po ay kasalukuyang nakikipag-coordina sa DBM upang makapagdagdag po tayo ng sheriff positions.
Okay.
Attorney, nabanggit niyo po yung magdadagdag po kayo ng adjudicators. Meron po ba kayong tinitignan na time frame na, dahil sabi niyo nga po para mas mapabilis po yung paglabas ng mga desisyon. So, ano po ba ngayon? Ilang buwan po ba siya inaabot? Tapos ano po yung expected natin na gaano po siya mapapaikli yung panahon po?
Actually, in terms of the resolution, pagka tinignan mo yung sa age, from action na sa year. Pero yung actual from the deemed submitted doon sa disposition, medyo mabilis. Nasa a little over 100 days lang. But we want to improve on that because ang napansin namin, hindi pantay po ang kalat ng mga kaso. So there are certain regions, mas madami than other regions. So yun po ang aming nilalagyan ng focus. Dagdagan po ng adjudicators. Kasi po ang ating mga adjudicators are presidential appointees. Okay. So now we're coordinating with the Secretary kung paano po ito madadagdagan. So really, the point of emphasis is our organizational development. We want to make sure that our plantilla is full and then our staff are well equipped. So ite-train po natin lahat ng sa HSAC so that we're able to make sure na lahat ng tao dyan sa HSAC patas, matino at mabilis.
Okay. Attorney, sa usapin naman ng digitalization ng online systems, may plano po ba ang HSAC sa ilalim ng inyong pamumuno na palakasin ito, filing sa mga nagreklamo sa cases?
Correct. One of the 8-point agenda of Secretary Jose Ramon Aliling is ito itong digitalization. In fact, may utos po ang ating mahal na Pangulo na mag-digitalize tayo. At isa po ito sa aming tinitignan paano natin mapapahusay not just the filing but also the case monitoring patungkol dito sa usapin ng digitalization. In fact, we are already considering na baka magtatayo kami ng grupo no, na parang paano yung innovations natin.
Okay.
And we are going to start benchmarking with other agencies who are performing the same quasi-judicial and judicial functions to see how they're doing it. We want to build on their gains, we want to stand on their shoulders para po mas mabilis po tayo makagalaw dito.
Sa ngayon po, sa estima nyo, kailan kaya ito may sasakatuparan?
Yung sa digitalization, yung sa digitalization, tama-tama, we will have our year-end assessment next week. We will also have our full commission. Tama-tama, kompleto na po kami into our budget implementation. Parang may mga natira pong budget, hahanapin po namin doon. But definitely, kung ano po yung mga immediate steps, hahanapin po namin yan. Pasensya ka, ayok only been stuck for 45 days. In fact, kumbaga, ngayon pa lang pwedeng 45 days, but working for less because tatamaan ko madaming holidays. But I'm quite confident with the help of everyone in the Commission and together with all our employees and with the support of the Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development, I think HSAC will take on new and greater heights.
Nice.
Attorney, paano nyo naman po titiyakin na magiging patas at transparent sa mga ordinaryong mamamayan, yun pong mga proseso ng HSAC, lalo na dun sa mga maralitang sektor po at yung ating informal settlers?
Correct. No? Ito pong, gaya ng nasabi ko kanina, in fairness to the HSAC, yung pong ating mga desisyon, lumilitaw naman na patas at dekalidad dahil nga mataas po ang affirmation rate ng Court of Appeals sa desisyon na nanggagaling sa ating Adjudication Commission. At yan po, as we add on to our adjudicators, that will be the marching order. Na talagang patas, malinis, matino ang ating mga desisyon. In fact, kanina nakapag-usap ako doon sa isa naming regional adjudication branch. Sabi ko, I hope wala na tayong pag-uusapan patungkol sa corruption so that we can continue building on. Because ito pong pagka may mga issue na ganyan, nagkakaroon po ng rigudon, nagkakaroon po ng balasahan, it's very disruptive. So ang atin po, wala po tayong ganyan. At yan pong discipline natin, na pag-usapan din po natin yan sa ating mahal na kalihim, na yung ating pong discipline is we will ensure that the discipline of our people is on point and also in coordination with the department. Kasi po, ang aming adjudicators ay actually presidential appointees, no?
Yes.
So, the discipline there will have to come from the appointing authority. So, dadaan po kami sa aming kalihim.
Okay. Attorney, sa pagitan naman ng DSUD at ng HSAC, paano po malalaman ng inyong mga stakeholders kung kanino nila idudulog yung mga issue o reklamo nila tungkol sa mga developer o HOA?
Correct.
At ano po ang pagkakaiba?
Correct. Ganito, by and large, the difference is that when it's regulatory, it's Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development. Once it becomes an actual controversy, ibig sabihin, meron na kayong adverse parties, meron ng dispute, at meron ng they're trying to enforce legal rights, that falls under the Human Settlements Adjudication Commission. Pero tama kayo, for our stakeholders, for our clients, lahat yan, everything's just under the housing sector. So, ang naging ating usapan, together with our team in the HSAC, and together with the Secretary, ilatag po natin in a map form, in a matrix form, what to file, where to file, what relief to expect, para po maliwanag sa ating mga kabayan. Pagka ganito ang issue mo, dito ang punta mo.
Okay.
Pagka ganito ang issue mo, dito naman sa kabila ang punta mo. At ano naman ang ina-expect mong relief from either the DSUD or the HSAC. But one thing is important, in all of these cases, we have to make sure that you are either here or here. You cannot be in both.
Okay.
So yun po, in fairness po sa ating commission and together with the department, naglabas na po ng issuance to create a TWG. We're actually harmonizing. And this is not naman that something that's new. Talaga namang ginagawa ito, pero I hope you understand, the DSUD kasi and HSAC, some of its functions actually all came from its predecessor agency, the Housing and Land Use Regulatory Board. So kaya po nagkakaroon din po ng konting confusion, especially on ground, because nung dati po, before 2019, ang regulatory hanggang pumunta ng adjudication, lahat po yan, Housing and Land Use Regulatory Board. Now, when RA 11201 was being passed, was being put together as a law, sabi ng mga Congress, ng Congress, you know what, one agency cannot be as executioner. So, ang gawin natin, iwalay natin regulatory, yung mga functions ng HLURB na regulatory, ilagay natin, make it bureaus under a line agency, that became Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development. And on the other hand, pagka may actual controversy na, you have an independent commission in the form of the HSAC. Kaya pag napansin niyo po, even our officials, pagka po na-appoint na po adjudicator ng presidente, tuloy-tuloy na po yan until retirement. Ang aming pong commissioners, pagka na-appoint po yan, meron pong term. Kasi po, it's to insulate it from as much as possible from politics. Okay. So, doon po, yung pong linya na yon, ang importante lang, ang utos lang ng ating kalihim at yung po ang aming nakapagkasunduan is that let's make it clear to our stakeholders what to file, where to file, and what do you expect as a form of relief.
May sistema.
We will delineate na maliwanag po. This should, HSAC.
Attorney, bilang naman po, isang abogado at public servant, ano po ang inyong magiging guiding principle sa paghawak ng mga sensitibong usapin sa pabahay, lupa at sa karapatan po ng mga mamamayan?
As always, we follow the law. The law and its spirit, which is equity and justice. No? Lagi naman pong pag ganun. Ang sabi ko nga po, madami ko sa akin nagtatanong, I'm now in my 15th year of service. Minsan nagbibiroan, parang retirable na daw ako. But decisions in government are easier pagka walang vested interest. Madali pong piliin yung right sa wrong pagka po walang vested interest. And that is something that we will echo. And tamang-tama po, we will have a full commission heading into next week. We will meet all our regional adjudication branches and maganda, mapag-usapan namin yon. Ang sabi ko nga, I hope that the HSAC, on top of being able to perform and achieve its targets, ang aming pong sanang hiling at ang sa aming objective is that our lawyers, our employees, pagkagaling sa HSAC, inaagaw po sana na ibang ahensya. Pagkagaling HSAC, considered po to become jurists. So sana po yun ang aming pagtutulungan because at the end of the day, we're talking about HSAC as an organization, how we will reach our targets, but at the end of the day, we're actually talking about actual human beings. So we want good adjudicators who are also good role models and just good human beings in general na maganda ang career pathing sa ating government service.
Okay. Attorney, mensahe niyo na lang po sa ating mga kababayan, perhaps assure them, na-mention niyo kanina yung pagiging patas at dekalidad na serbisyo ng inyong organisasyon.
Sa amin pong tanggapan, Human Settlements Adjudication Commission, bukas po ito upang magbigay po ng patas, mabilis at dekalidad na serbisyo, wala pong kikilingan. At i-open po namin, open naman po ang aming mga social media accounts for feedback. Ako po, in my 15 years of service, hindi po ako sensitive doon dahil I believe that comments from people, that's feedback. And we can always see those things in a light that makes it constructive.
Yes.
No? So ang akin na pong ding hiling sa aming pong tanggapan, mamimit ko sila for the first time ng buuan next week na pagtulong-tulungan po natin that we are able to take HSAC to new heights at doon po sa mga nauna sa akin, we will build on your gains.
Alright, maraming salamat po sa inyong oras, HSAC Executive Commissioner Attorney Avelino Tolentino III.
Thank you, Attorney.
Maraming salamat.
Bayan, marami pang balita at talakayan sa pagbabalik ng Bagong Pilipinas ngayon.